So if we've actually done the champagne, it gives me the opportunity to have another glass.
Another one. Why not? In you go, Dazzy.
So look at my beautiful herbs from the garden, darling.
Oh, very nice.
I'm going to some parsley, some sage, some rosemary, some mint, some more rosemary. I'm going to use some of the parsley in a minute.
Okay.
But what am I making today?
What are you making?
You haven't asked me.
today?
We
What
are
you
making, well, I used to make veal Holstein, veal schnitzel, whichever way you want to go about it. But today we're doing a chicken Holstein.
Okay.
And so for that you need chicken.
Can't wait.
And you need a supreme of chicken, which
Yeah.
is actually quite a large supreme of chicken here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to open it up and I see where I am. And then I need anchovies, capers, salt, pepper, butter,
Butter, of
and
course.
an egg. And that's about it.
Can't wait. That's what I'm quite excited about.
Classic. Yet another.
Yet another classic, Dazzy.
Okay.
Okay, let's get
Let's
going.
go. All right. First things first, I'm going to open this chicken breast. So I'm going to go into there like that. Not right through. Just like that.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit more. Maybe about there.
Okay.
Maybe a bit more. There.
Lovely.
Okay. And now we're going to take this over here.
Okay. Okay, so you've
So-
taken it over. Sorry, I was a bit slow. Okay, and you've put it in between the ling wrap. I was going to say glad wrap.
And here we go.
Such an Aussie thing to say.
Rolling pin again.
Yeah.
And now we're just going to, without, just gently,
Gently, gently.
gently, 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 remember the gently. We're just going to, don't
like a heart.
whack it because you'll break the, but I just want to
Chicken.
flatten it a bit because we're going to pan fry this,
Yeah.
but we're also going to flour, egg and breadcrumb.
Okay.
Flour, egg and breadcrumb, always in the same order. So I'll come back in a second
Right,
and I'll tell you where we are.
Right. You've
So
got-
like everything,
So you were happy with that now?
So that's
You've now
now-
opened it up again.
yeah. So now we're going to put some salt on. I've got
Okay.
some of this salt that you've got. Has it got like truffle on it? Mm-hmm. Why not?
We'll
Let's
run out,
use
we'll
it.
run out of Malden,
Run
so.
out. Okay.
then
Bit
we'll
of
just-
pepper.
Yeah.
And then let's do the other side. See how beautiful that is? So let's, without touching the salt this time, just that spoon. So I better go and wash that spoon because
Yeah.
I've just got, and I'll go over and wash this. Okay, I've got
Oh,
that.
you've got your chicken,
Just
your
in
raw
case
chicken on
anyone's-
it.
I know, so we'll give that a good rinse. So now we're going to put that in my flour.
Okay.
Okay. Put that in the flour. Just a good coating of flour. Because you're going to stick flour, egg and breadcrumb. It's the absolute classic of all.
Yeah.
But, you know, again, don't rush it. Make sure it's... We're just going to do one
Okay. Yeah.
of these. Because I'm actually going to have this for dinner. And Donna's on her diet. Well, she is now, because I'm having this. And then... So...
She's got no choice tonight.
She got no choice tonight. And that goes in there. And then I've just done some wonderful fresh breadcrumbs in the Thermomix. We dried out a
Which you
loaf.
made here.
And then that goes on there. And then again, you will just go a few times and just get it really coated. But these are fresh breadcrumbs. We want to get those
nice. Look
absolutely
really
on
good.
there. So I'm going to use some of those and
Yeah.
sprinkle those.
Some of the thinner ones.
Okay, so we just get that
fine.
over. Make sure they're absolutely covered.
It's going to be amazing, Dad.
Yeah, I'm going to really enjoy
Looking
this.
so good.
Okay, just make sure. There's the chicken. I'm going to put, we're going to cook it in butter, but I'm going to put a bit of olive oil in as well because I don't want it to burn.
So
I'm
you always
also-
add a bit of olive oil, do you, so the butter doesn't burn?
Yeah, I'm also just going to season a bit more on there.
Oh, just to be sure.
And I'm just going to, after I've got my freshly cleaned pepper grinder. Okay, so I want this, now,
Nice and hot.
we want this to be coloured,
Yeah.
we don't want it burnt.
Okay.
So we want to colour, but we also got to cook it because you've got to cook your breadcrumbs through.
Yeah.
So you'll see in a minute.
Okay.
Hello, darling.
Hello, darling. Just make sure the
Okay, just make
Yeah.
sure we're all done. You can see how
Wow,
it's lovely.
it's amazing.
Right, and I'm
Got
just
a
going to...
better view of your arm than anything at the moment.
Right, Right, so now we'll just turn that up a bit.
Oopsie. Sorry, I kicked Julio.
Turn that up.
Yeah.
It's just starting to go.
Yep. And you want it to be hot, but not like crazy hot. So it's
I
only
don't-
a very gentle sizzle, my love.
We've got it. Yeah, we're away now.
Okay.
We're
How long?
away. I
And
can
how long do
turn
you
it
think?
up a
And
bit.
how long do you think it's going to take?
I think it's going to take. I'm going to do probably a couple of minutes or so each side.
Yeah.
Then I'm just going to stick it in the oven just to make sure it's really
Right.
cooked through.
Yep.
It won't need much. Most important thing is to make sure that the first bit that we are going to see in a minute, when we turn it over, it's going to look a beautiful golden brown. That is the plan.
Yep.
And then in the meantime, I'll get the other bits and pieces ready.
Okay. So let's do the rest of it. Okay. These anchovies look amazing. Delfino anchovies. It's a shams. Okay. And then you've got your capers there, which can't get open right now. Have a little peek under there. How's he looking?
Everything looking great.
Looking good. Okay.
Don't get me.
Let's try and get all this ready and we'll come back. Amazing.
Okay, then now,
Well, it shrunk down like by a third.
a little bit.
You look at that. Yum.
Now, we're going to leave that. I'm going to turn that down a little bit.
Okay.
And then we're going to put the other side.
Yep.
And then I'm going to
Okay.
put that in the oven just for a few,
Okay.
just for a couple of minutes.
Okay. How's your sauce coming?
Meantime, we will start.
The sauce. Okay. Okay. So
So,
that's done. You're going to pop it in the oven now.
in the oven for a minute.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you've got your other two pans ready to go because you're going to cook an egg. You're going to cook an egg in one and you're going to make the sauce in the other.
I like this little pan.
Isn't it cute? That's that little folio thing.
know.
That's so cute.
So we're doing,
Yeah. Okay. Shall I pop over?
yeah. So I'm doing some parsley.
Yep.
I am going to put some capers in as they are.
Yep.
And I am going to just get some anchovies out.
Wow, look at those. Amazing.
I
Anchovies.
think probably one more.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to chop those like that.
Mm-hmm.
And we really, this is as simple as
Oh.
we transfer those to there.
Yeah. Okay. I've never eaten. I've never had this before.
Never had veal Holstein?
No.
Well, it's chicken.
The chicken. I know.
So I need 2 more anchovies.
Okay. 2 anchovies. So you cook. So what do? You just kind of make a sauce of anchovies, capers, butter, parsley.
Parsley.
Yeah.
That is your sauce.
Okay.
Put some
So you-
capers in there.
Capers in there.
Probably about
Show you
there.
a little salt. Yeah. And then you've got the little pixie pan
Got a
over
little
there.
pixie one over there. This one rolling here. These are all
Rolling
very
there.
low because it's only.
Okay.
And then in a minute, when it's just starting to just gently cook, I just want to I'll break that butter down. It's
Okay.
all very simple.
Okay.
But what we're going to do,
Yeah.
I think that's okay in there.
Yeah.
Time for an
Time
egg.
for the egg, okay. So it actually all happens quite quickly, all this.
It actually happens very quickly.
And fat free as well. Yeah.
I want that to cook nice and steady,
Good,
nice and
good.
slowly. So that one's going away there. Look at that gorgeous little pot. We've never used it before. How big is
I
it,
like
baby?
it. Folio. Folio is cute. Okay. We'll come back in a minute. So this is all really coming along. So
Really, very good. I mean, when you think about it, some of these dishes,
don't take long at all.
well, because a lot of my history is restaurant dishes.
Yeah.
So they're
you
all
have to be able
done.
to make them quite
well,
quick.
when you order
A lot
them,
of
they're not made up until you
No.
order. So now I'm going to leave that there,
Yeah.
and I'm going to turn that one.
Turn that
off.
down. Okay.
That one, the heat will stay
Weird that the
there.
butter still hasn't all melted, even though water, Daisy. Yeah. Does it? Good to know.
Good to know. Good to know.
Good to know.
Hey, look at that! Isn't that beautiful?
So cute.
Isn't that sweet?
It looks very sweet. Very hot little sweet
I'm
moment.
loving that. Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
So you want your eggs to be quite runny still, yeah?
Well, I don't want it to overcook because
No?
I've got my
Okay.
chicken
So
in
you're
there.
just going to hold it there and hold this guy here too.
Yep.
Okay. You jumped ahead, so you've just pulled it out of the
Just
oven.
Taken it out of the oven.
Okay, that
Been
looks
in there for what? I think
amazing.
about
2 minutes, 3 minutes. at the
2 or
most.
3 minutes.
Yeah. Looks amazing. Wow, look at that.
Now we are going to use.
So now it's going to happen.
Perfect. Perfect.
So what goes on first? The egg.
The egg
Okay.
goes on first. I tell you what, look at that.
That does look pretty amazing.
I tell you what.
Actually, and then yeah, you've got
I-
a very round,
I've
pretty
made,
egg, Dazzy.
I've made veal Holstein so many times, but I
No,
saw
but look
Marcus
how-
Waring
But
do
look
it.
how white around the white
know,
is.
I
Looks
know.
amazing.
I saw Marcus Waring do it, and I just like the way he chopped up the anchovies, so I've chopped up the anchovies.
Okay. So
So
let's
Marcus
get those
is
other
watching.
chaps on.
Thanks very much.
This was.
Right. And then what we do now
Yeah.
is you just literally,
Not on the egg, around the egg, yeah?
yeah,
Okay.
just around. And I tell you what, in anybody's world, in a little restaurant world,
Wow, that does smell amazing.
you cannot get a chicken Holstein much better than that.
Looks so good, Dazzy.
I'm so happy with that one. That is mine right now. Lots of love, everybody. Enjoy.
Well done, Daz.
Cheers.